Family, let's talk about the Foxx Effect. That's right, we're talking about Jamie Foxx and the aftermath of his comedy special, What Had Happened Was. You know, what I really think that I appreciate the most about what happened in this special was that he gave black men the permission to talk about their trauma. There's so many of us that don't have an opportunity to talk about the things that we go through or to actually have people that will listen. Have people that would be concerned about what we, kind of what we've experienced. And I just think it's a great example. I hope that we will see what's called the Foxx Effect. Basically where other celebrities and other people are willing to let the world see them even come through their vulnerability, see them come through their pain. I think that's a very healthy space for particularly black men to be in as we face so many trying situations all the time. Another great deposit that he made for me was showing raw emotion and vulnerability about how he is still dealing with what's been going on. Like, to see that, somebody who is trained as an actor and a talented person, but the human side of what he was experiencing. As a pastor myself, there's so many times where I feel compelled to put on the facade and to act like I'm not as affected by things that I really am. And I'm sure that there's some people that, you just can't get past everybody. They look in your face, they see in your eyes what you're going through, but there's a burden, right? There's this burden there, this burden and responsibility that you have to keep a certain perspective or keep a front. It is what it is. And so sometimes you feel that pressure, like you gotta front, you gotta pretend like everything is cool when really it's not. And I really appreciate the fact that certain places he just got choked up, he got caught up, and it wasn't a shame tied to it. Like, he wasn't being shamed for being this person that was going through this circumstance that has affected him. I'm kind of stepping into a new space even in my own journey just by looking at considering what Jamie Foxx has done, that there's room for vulnerability, particularly for husband and men, but leaders. It's something about women. They will let their emotions go, and they will get together and heal and hug and show up for each other. The sisters don't play. They will get together and break bread and care for each other and send encouraging words, but you would hardly see that amongst a lot of men, particularly, again, the brothers. You just don't see that. Okay, back to Jamie Foxx. So a part of what the Jamie Foxx special did, I think that was particular to black men, was give us a space to reconcile our decisions and reconcile some of the bad choices that we made and give the freedom to come back to God. Like, I really like the idea of that dialogue that he has, like, you need to go back to church, and when's the last time you said your grace over your food, and when's the last time you really acknowledged me and what I've done for you. And so, we live in a society now where it's so easy for men and for people, it's not a man thing, but for people to just look at their own striving and their own effort and take that as this place of I did it, right? I did this. But truth be told, they can't even explain to you how their cell has moved oxygen from the air through the lungs into the muscle. They have no idea. In other words, it's a lot that you are doing that you're not responsible for. And so I think that that's still, that great place to say, I've made some decisions, I've made some choices, I've made some mistakes, but I want to come back to this place where God is holding me to a higher level of living. And I think that that's a healthy thing. One more thing that I really can appreciate about what Jamie Foxx did in his special, the way that he integrated his daughter and the story of his daughter into his special and brought her on stage. But you know what was most pivotal to that for me was that she was facilitating something spiritual. She was facilitating just by playing and playing those chords while he was unresponsive. Her love reached through her gift and touched where he needed to be met, right? It just touched his soul. I mean, that's just an enormous thing, right? That you know, God will put some people in your life that you don't know how they're going to be instrumental, but in his greatest need, his most depraved space, his daughter picked up the guitar and let the gift that God had put inside of her reach from her heart to her daddy's heart. Man, I mean, that was just monumental. Really, just think about that. For the rest of his life and the rest of hers, she can tell that story. Like, the rest of their life, they can tell that story. This is what part I played, even in my dad's bounce back, right? The bounce back from my father. So I thought that was just a tremendous deposit that we all can appreciate, which makes me say, when you have sons and daughters, you know, one, acknowledge their gifts, but then also just realize how extremely blessed you are to have these people in your life. And for all of those people out there in the world that, again, that takes the negative slant on everything, article in TMZ about him being assaulted or something of that nature, you know, again, as soon as you try to do something good, the devil shows up with something crazy. And to that we say, stop playing. Y'all know what it is. God bless you.